Welcome to a deep dive that might just flip your career plans upside down. Today, we're tackling an article called The AI Trap, Navigating the Future of Professions. And trust me, it's a real eye-opener, especially if you're, thinking about what skills are going to be like in super high demand, in this rapidly changing world.
It certainly challenges the, traditional playbook. The article argues that we're on the cusp of a massive shift where job security will be less about what profession you choose and more about your ability to adapt and learn right alongside AI.
Okay. That's a pretty bold statement.
hmm
But let's break it down. The article paints a somewhat, let's say, intense picture of how AI is going to, disrupt traditional professions. For our listener who might be on that path right now, what are the key takeaways?
Well, the article doesn't mince words. It basically says those safe and stable career paths we've been told about, things like law, medicine, finance, even coding, they're about to get a serious shakeup. And it's all thanks to AI's ability to process information and learn at an unprecedented pace.
So it's not just about robots taking over manual jobs anymore. We're talking about AI potentially, outperforming humans in fields that require serious brain power. It's got to be a little unsettling, right?
Think of it this way. Imagine AI combing through thousands of legal precedents in a matter of seconds to craft an airtight contract. That's something a team of human lawyers might take weeks to achieve.
Okay, I see what you mean. That's efficiency on a whole new level.
Yeah.
But for someone listening who's maybe in law school right now, that's got to feel a little like the rug is being pulled out from under them, right?
It's a valid concern, and the article goes even further. It gives examples of AI diagnosing diseases with greater accuracy than doctors and executing financial transactions faster and more efficiently than human bankers.
So is this like the beginning of the end for these professions as we know them? Are we all destined to be replaced by algorithms?
That's where things get really interesting because the article isn't all doom and gloom. While it acknowledges those disruptions, it also points to a silver lining, the emergence of what it calls the discovery economy.
Okay, now we're talking the discovery economy. Tell me more. What does that even mean?
Think back to 1909 when the discovery of ammonia completely revolutionized agriculture. That single breakthrough had ripple effects across the globe. The article argues that AI has the potential to be just as transformative. It's not just about automation, it's about using AI as a catalyst for breakthroughs in fields like medicine, energy, space exploration, you name it.
So if I'm understanding correctly, it's not just about AI replacing jobs. It's about AI creating entirely new fields and opportunities that we can't even imagine yet, right?
Absolutely. And what's even more exciting is that this isn't just happening within the walls of giant corporations or universities. The article highlights the rise of what they call wolf packs, small, elite, AI-powered teams that are making some truly groundbreaking discoveries.
Wolf packs, huh? That sounds intense. I'm picturing a group of coding ninjas huddled around glowing screens.
Well, it's not quite that dramatic, but there is a certain aura of intensity and purpose around these teams. They're lean, agile, and driven by a shared passion for discovery, not just profits.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So how do these wolf packs actually function? What makes them different from, say, a traditional research lab?
One of the key distinctions is their lack of rigid hierarchy. You won't find the typical top-down structure in a wolf pack. Leadership is fluid, shifting based on the expertise needed at any given moment.
So no micromanaging bosses or office politics to navigate. Sounds like a pretty ideal work environment.
It's definitely a departure from the traditional corporate model. Imagine a team where if they're tackling a complex physics problem, the physicist naturally steps into a leadership role. If the focus shifts to a biological challenge, then the biologist takes the lead.
So it's like a team of Avengers, each with their own superpower, ready to take charge when their expertise is needed.
That's a great analogy, and because these teams are often tackling complex interdisciplinary challenges, having a diverse skill set is crucial. Being a specialist in just one thing is no longer enough.
Wait, so you're telling me that the jack of all trades is making a comeback? I thought specialization was the key to success in the 21st century.
That's the old way of thinking. The article actually uses the term octopus to describe the ideal team member for this new era.
An octopus. Okay, now I'm really lost.
Think about it. An octopus is incredibly versatile. It can adapt to different environments, use its tentacles for a variety of tasks, and even change color to blend in. In the same way, the ideal team member in the AI discovery era needs to be adaptable, multi-talented, and comfortable wearing multiple hats.
So instead of being a cog in the machine, you need to be like the whole machine. That sounds pretty demanding. Is it even realistic for someone with a specialized background?
That's a question we'll definitely delve deeper into, but the key takeaway here is that the old career playbook is being rewritten.
All right, so we've got AI disrupting traditional jobs, this exciting new discovery economy emerging, and these mysterious wolf packs leading the charge. Where do we even begin to unpack all of this?
Well, the article outlines three key rules for anyone looking to thrive in this new world. And that's where we'll pick up in part two of our deep dive.
All right, so last time we left off with this huge cliffhanger about 3 rules for thriving in the AI discovery era. Spill the beans. What's rule number 1?
Rule number one is all about positioning yourself where the action is. The article calls it staying close to the frontier.
Frontier, huh? So we're ditching the spreadsheets and heading out to the wild west of innovation.
Well, maybe not literally, but
Yeah.
the idea is to focus on those fields that are experiencing rapid advancements and where AI is playing a major role. Think physics, microbiology, genetics, space exploration, AI itself, of course. These are the areas where the big breakthroughs are happening.
So if you're a recent grad, maybe ditch that finance internship and sign up for a biohacking boot camp.
You're catching on. It's not just about the specific field, though. It's about being where the energy and excitement are, where people are pushing boundaries and challenging conventional wisdom.
I like it. Makes sense. So what's rule number 2?
This one might surprise you. It's about shifting your focus from companies to people.
Hold on. You're telling me that in this new world, the company you work for is less important than who you work with.
Exactly. In the past, it was all about getting a job at a big name company, Google, Microsoft, Amazon. But in this new landscape, it's more about aligning yourself with brilliant minds and innovative thinkers, regardless of where they work.
So it's less about chasing a fancy logo on your resume and more about finding mentors and collaborators who can help you learn and grow.
Precisely. The article even cites Andrew N., a leading AI expert who built his own wolf pack while still working at Google. He understood that true innovation often happens outside the confines of established institutions.
Okay, that's starting to paint a really different picture of what a successful career looks like in this new era. It's not about climbing the corporate ladder. It's about finding your tribe and building something amazing together.
And that brings us to rule number 3, which might be the most crucial of all. Be an octopus.
Okay, we've got to dive back into this octopus analogy. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
Think back to what we discussed earlier. The octopus is adaptable, multi-talented, and able to navigate different environments. In the same way, the article argues that the most valuable skill in the AI discovery era is adaptability.
Right, because AI is taking over those highly specialized, repetitive tasks. So if you only know how to do one thing well, you're kind of like a one-tentacled octopus, right?
Exactly. To thrive in this new world, you need to be able to shift gears, learn new things quickly, and contribute in a variety of ways. It's like being a startup founder. You have to wear multiple hats and be comfortable with constant change.
So instead of just being an expert in one field, you need to be able to connect the dots between different disciplines and be comfortable stepping outside of your comfort zone.
That's the essence of it. It's about being a problem solver, a creative thinker, and a lifelong learner, all rolled into one.
This is all starting to sound less like career advice and more like a personal transformation. But let's get practical here. How can someone who's been working in a traditional field, maybe they're an accountant or a teacher, start to cultivate these octopus skills? Where do they even begin?
One of the first things the article recommends is embracing a learn-it-all mindset instead of that old know-it-all attitude.
So ditch the ego and get curious.
Exactly. And don't just passively consume information. Get your hands dirty. Experiment with AI tools, take online courses, contribute to open source projects. The more you practice applying your knowledge in real-world scenarios, the more confident and versatile you'll become.
So it's not enough to just read about AI and the discovery economy.
Yeah.
You have to actually jump in and start building, creating, experimenting.
Exactly. It's about becoming a doer, not just a watcher.
This is all super inspiring, but I have to admit it's also a little overwhelming. It's like you're telling us to throw out everything we thought we knew about work and reinvent ourselves from scratch.
In a way, yes. But think of it as an opportunity, not a burden. We're living in an era of unprecedented change and possibility. And those who are willing to embrace that change, to constantly learn and adapt, they're the ones who are going to thrive.
Okay, so we've covered the 3 rules,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm still curious about these wolf packs and how they actually function in the real world. We talked about their lack of hierarchy and their focus on interdisciplinary work, but what about the practical side of things? How do they fund their research? Do they work with companies or are they completely independent?
Those are great questions. And honestly, the article only provides a glimpse into those aspects, but it does offer some intriguing hints. It suggests that the relationship between these wolf packs and corporations is still evolving.
So it's a bit of a wild west out there.
You could say that some wolf packs might choose to remain completely independent, fiercely protecting their autonomy and control over their research.
Like a pack of lone wolves roaming the frontiers of innovation.
Exactly. But other wolf packs might see strategic partnerships with corporations as a way to scale their impact and bring their discoveries to the world more effectively. It's a delicate dance between maintaining your independence and leveraging the resources of a larger organization.
This is all so fascinating. I feel like we've gone from feeling a little anxious about the AI takeover to actually feeling excited about the possibilities this new era presents. But I think we're ready to dive even deeper into the world of wolf packs. What are their dynamics like? How do they form? And how can someone even get started on the path to joining one?
Let's tackle those questions head on in part 3.
All right, we're back and ready to unpack the inner workings of these mysterious wolf packs. We've talked about their agility, their interdisciplinary approach, and even their potential relationships with corporations. But how do they actually come together? Is there some sort of like secret society of AI geniuses meeting in underground layers?
Huh. I wish it were that exciting. But the truth is, these wolf packs often emerge organically, much like startups in the tech world. It usually starts with a shared passion, a problem that a group of brilliant minds are just itching to solve.
This is about finding your tribe, those people who are just as obsessed with a particular challenge as you are.
Exactly. It might start with a few individuals collaborating on a side project, sharing ideas, and realizing they have the collective brainpower to make a real impact. And then as they start to generate results, they attract other like-minded individuals.
So it's almost like a snowball effect. The more they achieve, the more talent they attract.
That's a great way to put it. And as they grow, they start to develop their own unique culture and working style. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all model for a wolf pack. Each one is shaped by the personalities and expertise of its members.
Okay, so that covers the formation part. But what about the financial side of things? Passion projects are great, but people need to eat, servers need to run, and research often requires expensive equipment. How do these wolf packs fund their ambitious endeavors?
You're right. Passion alone won't pay the bills. The article hints at a variety of funding models. Some might secure seed funding from angel investors or venture capitalists who are willing to bet on high-risk, high-reward ventures.
So just like a tech startup, they have to pitch their ideas and convince investors that their research has the potential to be profitable.
It's similar, but there's a key difference. While profit is certainly a factor, a wolf pack's pitch often centers around the potential for a scientific breakthrough or a significant societal impact.
So it's not just about making money, it's about making a difference. That's got to be an attractive proposition for certain investors.
Absolutely. Imagine pitching an idea that could revolutionize clean energy or develop a cure for a debilitating disease. That's the kind of impact that gets people excited.
No kidding. It's like investing in the future of humanity itself.
Exactly. But venture capital isn't the only option. Government grants also play a significant role, especially for wolf packs working in fields like fundamental physics or space exploration, where the commercial applications might not be immediately obvious.
That makes sense. Those are areas where governments have traditionally played a big role in funding research. But what about crowdfunding? Could we see wolf packs turning to platforms like Kickstarter to fuel their discoveries?
It's definitely a possibility, and I think we'll see more of that in the future. Crowdfunding allows these teams to engage directly with the public, build a community around their work, and attract support from individuals who are passionate about their mission.
I love that. It's like citizen science taken to a whole new level. But let's address the elephant in the room, corporations. We talked earlier about those potential partnerships. How do wolf packs navigate those relationships without losing their independence and their focus on pure discovery?
It's a balancing act for sure. Some wolf packs might choose to steer clear of corporate involvement altogether, preferring to maintain complete control over their research agenda. But others might see strategic alliances as a way to amplify their impact.
So it's like a spectrum, from the fiercely independent lone wolves to those who are willing to team up with a larger organization to achieve a common goal.
Exactly. And when those partnerships do occur, it's crucial that both sides have a clear understanding of the research goals, the potential outcomes, and how the intellectual property will be managed.
So it's about finding those rare corporations that are truly committed to innovation and willing to take a long-term view even if the payoff isn't immediate.
That's the ideal scenario. It's about finding partners who share the wolf pack's vision and are willing to support their journey of discovery, even if the path is uncertain.
This has been an incredible journey. We started with the somewhat unsettling prospect of AI disrupting entire professions and ended up exploring this incredibly exciting world of wolf packs pushing the boundaries of human knowledge.
It's a testament to the transformative power of AI. It's not just a tool for automation, it's a catalyst for innovation and discovery on a scale we've never seen before.
So if our listeners feeling inspired to embrace their inner octopus and maybe even join a wolf pack, what's the one piece of advice we should leave them with?
Don't wait for an invitation. Start exploring your passions. Connect with people who share your interests and start building something amazing. The future belongs to those who are bold enough to create it.
Well said. This deep dive has certainly given us a lot to think about. And to our listener, we'd love to hear your thoughts. What excites you most about this new world? What challenges do you see? And most importantly, what problem would you tackle if you could build your own wolf pack? Share your ideas and let's keep this conversation going. Thanks for joining us.